everyone, and welcome. Wait, I think it's a bit of a sorry, not you. I just feel like I should pull you down a bit in the thing. But that's beyond the point. Hi everyone, and welcome to the Sleepy Idol, a little bar on 34th and Crenshaw where you can what? Sit back, what? Relax, what? And talk K-pop with your friends. Y'all better have said that with me at home. Jasmine, as usual, how are you this beautiful evening? Any anything fun this weekend? Like, I guess prior or tomorrow. Oh yes, praise the Lord. Actually, that's why this is a bit early because I gotta go praise the Lord tomorrow, y'all. So that's yeah. I actually I don't know if you guys know, but I actually ring bells. Like I'm part of a bell choir. And so we perform for our church every like month or so. No, I don't. Well, the thing is, my church is also live streamed because hip, young, and fresh. It's a Gen Z church. Um, so like you don't always have to go in person, but my dad and like my family like to go in person together. But we only ring like once a month. So, but I do go every week. Yeah, okay, yeah, to practice. Oh yeah, dang. Why don't you just find a less poppin' church? Sorry. Okay, rookie mistake. You were muted for the past
Yeah, I
minute.
just saw that.
I'm so
Wow.
sorry, guys. You don't understand. Like, I'm literally just a normal girl every other day of the week. I become, a sleepy idol bartender for 2 hours once a week. So, I'm very messy. But Jazz was just saying how she doesn't go to church as often. She used to go Easter, but her church is too poppin', standing room only. So she had to bail. Did you go on
And it's
Christmas?
because like everybody goes. No, oh no, I don't think I've ever gone on Christmas.
Oh, okay. Or not
Like on
Christmas.
Christmas Day.
Yeah, I was gonna say Christmas Eve. I think is when churches usually have the service.
Still no.
Oh, dang. Well, I know that's
Yeah,
like
we're
a
just.
thing. It's like some
Yeah, I've
family.
heard people
Yeah.
do that, but it's like we got gifts to wrap and all that. So
Oh
that's
yeah.
what we do. And my mom's like usually getting ready to cook, so she's like seasoning the food.
Do you open gifts on Christmas Eve? Or
No,
oh, okay.
no,
Hmm. I really
just Christmas Day, Christmas morning.
yeah. I think I used to be like we opened one on Christmas Eve, and
I've
then
heard that.
it would be Christmas morning. But I think my family does Christmas morning now. But thank you everyone for letting me know that Jazz was muted. I will I will do my due
Only was
diligence.
earlier.
I was trying to. Were you silenced or were you silent? I think I said that wrong. But hello everyone. Welcome. I love seeing new faces. Hello Neo LG. Welcome to the Sleepy Idol Bar. We always love new patrons. Hello Leanne, best mod. Leanne says hi. Love both of y'all's hair. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
I decided to be a natural. I'm actually a natural ginger. I just dye my hair and wear wigs.
I thought you
So
just said you've decided.
I've decided. Yes, I've decided to show my
How's that
natural
natural?
gingeration.
Oh, okay. Good save. Good save.
My natural gingery. But yeah. Thank you and thank you, Leon and Neo, for letting me know that Jazz is muted. Hello, Tiffany. Hello, Camille. Hello, Jordy. Everyone. Hello. So obviously we had a interesting last week. We had a very free for all, mukbang, very very like loose episode. So I know not everyone was there, and sometimes when we do different episodes, not everyone comes. So do you want to take a second to talk about any topics that happened last week that we didn't like? It would kind of be a rehash, but maybe we didn't get to talk in detail because we were mukbanging. um
um, I don't think so.
Okay.
Although I did think that Jisoo came back this week, but then I realized that was last week. Did we talk about Jisoo last week?
I don't think we did, and I will say for me that was intentional because listen, I love Miss Jisoo down, but the song wasn't my cup of
Really? You
tea.
don't like the
That was cute, but a cute little hand move is not gonna do it for me. I'm so sorry.
It does it for me.
You're like, that's all
And
I
I
need.
also think it sounds like the oh dang, I don't remember her name. She's a rapper. Under
Face?
She's under what's her name? Yumi Ray?
Oh,
Like she's
Tiger JK.
yeah, her, but like it's her, like she found the girl. I forgot what her name is.
Oh, it's
I think she's also in what's that the Asian group 88 Rising? I think she performed with them once. BB. I think that's her name.
Oh,
Vengeance. She has like that not Punya or something like that. You know that song?
I feel like I need to click on that song at this point because
I just always hear it.
People love her.
I never even listened to it.
I never heard it, but I always see it and people talk about it, but I don't think I've ever actually heard it. Wait, so you're saying that YG and Jisoo plagiarized BB and they need to be thrown in jail?
No, it just something about it gives me the same. Like I could see the dance going. I don't know why. Like my brain confuses what she's singing for that song, and I don't know why.
Because you think that BB song is better and Jisoo needs to retire. Oh my god.
Or I just heard that so much more because like I always just hear that one part like every time when I'm on YouTube.
Ooh, Tiffany said somebody said it sounded like those 2015, 2016 YouTube intro.
It does though. It does.
Is that an insult or compliment or just observation?
Observation?
Fair.
So I feel like they can be good songs.
That's true. I was gonna say I didn't know if you guys wanted to rehash the Jimin Scandalo with them vocals. Remember? Well, because the thing is,
I feel like we talked about that a lot.
But the gag is like at the time when we talked about it, I actually hadn't seen the performance. I only recently saw it. And
I remember you said that.
Yeah.
I thought you did.
No, I was just being shady. And listen, Leah was backing me up. So, you know, she was putting the battery in my back. But now that I heard it, I said, ah! Like literally when I heard, like, because I was like, but not one note is on pitch. Like, I wasn't quite sure. And this is the thing. G Ministry, don't come for me. All right. I'm the head deacon of the G Ministry. I just calls it as he sees it. And I was shocked because the thing is, I think Jimin is not necessarily, like, he's known for more of his vocal color and the fact that his vocals sound so unique. And I know that has been, like, weird things where, like, you know, he struggled somewhat and, you know, maybe they, like, kind of, like, strain his voice and stuff like that in some of the songs. But I was shocked when I heard it. I was like, because it's like he was standing still. And don't get me wrong, I know nerves can also shake it up Chicago, but like, I don't know, I was really shocked.
Wow, this makes me feel good because usually I'm the one that has to say this, and then I get told I'm a Jimin hater. I don't hate Jimin. I just think that his voice is deteriorated.
Which is sad.
And it's sad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not even like a jab. It's more sad, if anything, that like...
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, because I remember there was like this discussion on like who has a vocal coach and who doesn't. And I think at one point, Jungkook said that like he got his own vocal coach, but there wasn't like a proper vocal coach at
actual.
Like, yeah, which I'm like,
that's weird.
How you figure? Like, I was exactly.
Especially if they're traveling and singing so much, you would think they would have somebody there.
Exactly. It wasn't really making sense, but like now that I see this, I just feel bad because it must have been embarrassing for him. Like I noticed during the encore, like there was parts where he would just kind of stop singing, and I think it's because he knew he wasn't sounding very good. So he was like, let me not go down the same road as Momo. Let me not get Momo'd out in these streets.
Oh no, not Momo.
Listen, but you know, a lot of people are like, let him get dragged. Is there like the way? Because people, you know, maybe it's because I surround myself with onces, but a lot of onces were like, funny oh, when Momo sounds bad, people want to kill her, but when he sounds bad, we hide the video.
I mean, do people want to kill Momo? I feel like she's always just sounded like that since Twice debuted. No offense to Momo, but like, I don't think I've ever been expecting her to sound any different.
She did. There's this kind of conspiracy of like Momo's real voice, because when she was in if you guys don't know, they were formed in a
16
variety show called 16. She sounded different, and she sounded a bit more huskier.
She sounded better.
Yeah. And so every now and then it like pops its head out, but like for the most part, hold on guys, somebody decided to mow the lawn at midnight, so let me go real quick, close my window.
Can't even hear anything.
I realized I pronounced lawn with a D. Lawn. Anyway.
What?
But yeah.
Did you?
I think so. I don't know. I just speak weird. But Jazz or chat, was there anything that happened last? Well, you guys don't know what's on the itinerary, so we can maybe bring it up during open bar. So I'll just aim this towards Jazz. Is there anything additional that you wanted to talk about this week? I mean, from last week.
I don't think so.
All right, then we can move straight into our first topic of the day. Also, shout out to Lami. What's up? Welcome to the stream. All right, so before we get started, I did want to take some time to talk about some anniversaries. Or Jazz, did you want to talk about these? Oops.
Sure.
All right. So we have some anniversaries this week.
So the first one is Akmu. It's their 9th anniversary, which is shocking to me. Like, dang, it's been almost 10 years. But so it's their 9th anniversary, and here's some pictures that they posted on their official Twitter. And then the second one is my fave, EXO. It's their 11th anniversary, and they actually just did their EXO O'Clock fan meeting. I think this was yesterday or today. But they had a little cake, and they blew out the candles, and it was so cute. They also performed like Growl and Love Me Right. So I want them to come to America.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So they can do the same thing.
They would never do that for us. Not like SM.
They're going to Japan after this, I think.
Well, Japan are their home girls. Are they gonna go to China?
I know.
Do they like go to China anymore?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think the last time.
What?
The last time they went was like with Lay.
Oof. Maybe Lay. It's like Lay is now XOM. Like he's holding it down. Solo.
When they were doing Growl, they were like, they said the little chants, and they said XOK and XOM, and I was like, oh, yes, keep them there.
That's my favorite.
The memories.
Oh my god, I always do that.
That once was.
It really does suck, because it is really like, settling with my spirit that they probably will never. Like, honestly, I don't even think they'll do a world tour again.
Stop. They might. Doesn't Super Junior?
Not in America. They do tour Asia, but I don't think they tour America. I don't think they'll come back. They said, y'all chose BTS. We're never going. No, just kidding. Just kidding. That's so true. But yeah.
They didn't even try. They did it once, maybe twice.
They toured twice, I think. I remember I went twice.
And that was it.
I'm sure they toured
come back again.
Time. Maybe we'll get individual tours though, like individual members.
No,
because
individual members, and then they invite everybody on stage, and then perform only EXO songs, and then maybe have their own like little solo moments, but mainly EXO.
I don't know. It sucks to say, because I mean they're relatively still very young, but I do think the era of them putting EXO first, I think, is kind of done.
That makes me sad.
Yeah, I know. I want to go back. Let's build a time machine. That's the only way now. A little bit of time machine. We'll go back in time.
Take me back to 2013 when I first found, like, actually cared about them.
Because now
So I think I actually knew about them before that.
Yeah. Let's see. Lami says, missed it. Were you talking about Jisoo's solo? We did mention Jisoo's solo a bit. We had a moment where we talked about topics that we missed last week, but we'll do an open bar after we get through this week's topics. So anyone who has anything that we didn't get to talk about last week, make sure to hold that in, and we will bring it up first thing open bar. Camille says, if I had to compromise, I would take a Kai or Baekhyun world tour.
I can't compromise. There's no compromising. Unless it's Schumann. Then I'd be like, maybe.
Goodbye. Sayonara.
I still want all of EXO, but, you know, send Schumann or Dio or Kai. You know what, actually?
Yeah, I was going to say, Kai?
I'd actually go with Kai.
My respect for him.
Just so I can see him do Be Honest live. I love that song.
Rover, so he can.
I also like Rover, but like Be Honest literally was my top song on Spotify last year.
So, oh wow.
I love that song.
Lami says, I literally went to see Super Junior in VA because it was the closest thing I would get to seeing.
Oh,
don't let the elves hear you. They're like, we wanted that ticket. I think it would be fun to see Super Junior. There's a lot of songs of theirs that I know. I feel like they got us.
They said Super M though.
Oh, sorry, Super M. My bad. I was like, oh
dang, you already forgot about Super M.
I feel like that's such a good mix though. I would love to have seen Super M because I feel like maybe none of my biases of those respective groups are in there, but like there are very like awesome like members that I like a lot, and I feel like it's just like iconic.
It's not the same.
NEWJEANS said Super Junior has toured South America but not North.
Oh yeah, because they had like the Latin pop type songs.
Oh yeah,
for a second, which makes sense, but still, I feel like we still listen to that. They should, you know.
They're like, you guys aren't giving us enough, okay?
Exactly. I mean, would I go? Probably not.
I'd go. I think it'd be fun
if you pay. If you get the tickets, I'll go. It's like the Twice concert.
You know. Okay. So yes, those are the anniversaries we have this week, and and let's move into our first topic of the day. Do it, choo, choo. That's right, guys. We're talking about none other than Miss Choo, who I thought that was a flawless intro.
Well, I thought it was like, isn't that a
FX song?
Who sings that? Yeah, that's what I thought. So I was like, this has to do with FX.
No, but her name is Choo. They wrote that song about her preemptively.
Wow. Before she was even in K-pop, really.
All right, so as you guys know, we've been following the Loona versus BBC saga for a while. Actually, I'll do the background later. Oh, you know what? I'll do the background now. Just for some, background information. Last November, Choo, former member of BBC girl group Loona, it was announced by her company that she had been kicked out from the group, and they claimed the reasoning to be violent language and misuse of power towards a staff member. Now she was removed from the group. However, Choo did retaliate and clarify that none of this happened and BBC was being shady. But ever since, she has been removed from the group, and we've been hearing inklings of what's going to happen to her now that she's no longer a Loona member and she's out on her own. In addition to that, following the reveal that she had been removed from the group, it was also revealed that her fellow members of Loona petitioned for injunctions to be placed on their contracts, 4 members being successful, and we actually talked about that 2 weeks ago, about how all the members that were able to successfully get their injunction and I don't know if it would be nullify their contract or pause their contract, but either way they were able to sign with Mod House, who was responsible for like early Loona and the subunits and things like that. So we recently got some more news about Choo and her whereabouts. So on April 7th, it was announced that former Loona member Chu had signed with a new agency, ATRP. And so when I say new, it's her signing with this agency newly, but it's also like a new agency. The agency was actually founded by Kim Jin Mi, who was formerly a general director at WM Entertainment, responsible for B1A4 and Oh My Girl. So this is great news because now she has like formal, representation. She signed somewhere new, which I think is really, really cool. Like that seems like there's a lot of different possibilities. However, like I mentioned before, we had gotten the news that 4 of the Loona members had signed with Mod House, and there was even news that Odd Eye Circle was going to be, I guess, recreated again under this label and under this with the girls that signed. So now that not only have we had a situation where she was formally removed from the group by BBC, but she's signing with this other agency. Do you think we will never get to see OT12 again? And I mean, obviously they can take pictures and stuff like that, but I mean an actual comeback with all of the members. What do y'all think?
Because like other groups have split up and been in different companies and still been able to come together as a group. So they could possibly still make an arrangement with ATRP. I mean, called Mod House could make an arrangement with ATRP to like maybe have her be in the new Loona group. I forgot what they're called, Artemis or something.
I thought they were bringing back? They renamed them.
That's what I thought. And then last week, there was an announcement. I think they had like a little teaser that it's going to be like called Artemis. Oh. So they might still do like the mini subgroups, and have Odd Eye Circle with those 3, the original 3. But maybe the whole group is going to be like Artemis with the 4 of them, and then possibly anybody else they can get. But yeah, I think they could probably make like an agreement with ATRP if possible, and if Chu wants to actually be in the group, or she's just done with being a girl group.
Yeah, that
star.
Honestly, like, because I was like thinking, I don't know what the logistics behind that usually is, and I think that's one of, I guess, the positives of Chu signing with like a smaller agency, and a newer agency. She probably got a lot of like clout in the not clout. Because she has a lot of like, I hate saying clout, but that's the only word I can think of right now. Because she has a lot of pull, because she, has people that want her in endorsements and on variety shows and stuff like that. She probably got a lot of say in this contract she signed. And maybe if she is interested in it, maybe she put something in there where she could come back. But I don't know. I was talking with one of my friends who's a Loona stan, and he was like, it doesn't seem like she would want to come back though. So like there's like a whole like other kind of like situation we have to consider where she's just done with, not in a rude way, and I'm sure she doesn't hate the actual girls, but just done with her life as Loona.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe that might be the case, but I do agree. We do have situations and like examples of like other groups and coming and being under different agencies, but being able to come back together. So
yeah.
Let's see what chat says. Leanne says, I don't think we'll be seeing OT12 again for a while. Maybe a few years down the line.
Yeah, especially with the girls that lost their
That's true.
pleas or whatever.
That's true.
Suits.
Jordy says, nah, I think Loona is done. LOL. Like OT12.
I don't think Loona is like done, but I think the OT12 is. Because like with Artemis or whatever the group, I forgot what their actual name is. I mean, that proves that Loona isn't completely dead. It's just like, what is it? 1/4 or 1/3 dead.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard because I just feel like, yeah, even if they come back together, I don't know if it would be like under like the same. Well, I guess because Mod House was so responsible for the early Luna stuff, it might be reminiscent. But I wonder if that's like even a thing that we go really thinking. Like, will it still be the same type of music and sound and visuals and stuff like that that we got with the original Luna? But speaking of Luna, so it's interesting because I remember people talking about, oh, will BBC let them keep the name Luna? Will BBC let them keep like the subunit names and stuff like that? But I think what's like kind of like peculiar is that like Chu's being addressed as Chu in all these statements. So does that mean she's gonna keep? Do you think she's gonna keep promoting as Chu, or like BBC? I don't know if BBC can give you a hard time about like an individual's name as opposed to like a group name. But also her just like rebirthing herself as this non-BBC affiliated, possibly non-Luna affiliated person. Do you think she's gonna keep promoting as Chu?
I mean, if she picked the name,
Oh, did she?
probably wants to keep it. I don't know. But like if she did, I would imagine that she would want to keep it. But or if she's just used to it.
Oh, girl.
I don't know. Because it seems like a lot to just like change your name midway. But people have done it, so I don't know.
That's true. But I feel like it's like usually when they're ready for like a not concept change, but a whole branding change. Like I feel like that happens a lot when somebody goes from being an idol to like an actor. They're like, I'm gonna go with my new real name now because I'm a serious actor or whatever. But it seems like she's gonna. Actually, I was kind of curious. And Orbits, maybe you can help me answer this as well. Like, so it seemed like a lot of the stuff she got, even when she was like with BBC, was like CF's promotions or variety appearances. So is that what she's gonna do? Like, is she? Do you guys think she's gonna do acting? She's gonna promote like in any musical capacity, like going forward? Because it just kind of seems like maybe she's not even interested in music. I don't know her personally. I'm not.
Didn't she sing something recently? I thought
she was like for drama.
I thought she did a no. I thought she did like a collab or something on stage with somebody. Or maybe I'm making that up. I don't know.
Leanne said, didn't BBC try to trademark the name Chu and get rejected? I could be misremembering. That'd be funny. I'd be glad. I mean, I guess that makes sense though, because Chu is such a short. I mean, I guess maybe it doesn't matter how the length, but it's such a short thing, and it's also a name of a I don't know. I don't know if you could copyright somebody's stage name like an individual's.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
You could probably do like Luna's Chu.
Oh yeah. Which maybe that's part of the reason why she might not be able to promote with them, because she wouldn't be able to.
Well, I mean, like if they're changing their name to like whatever the new one is.
And he says it's crazy how BBC really fumbled the Luna situation. They had / have such a loyal fan base and really great music, and then things just sort of went downhill. I mean, a lot of these companies really do give that whole like fable about the dog who has a bone in its mouth, and then it sees its reflection in like the river, and then it thinks there's another dog with a bone, so it tries to get it, but then it loses its original bone. I feel like a lot of these companies are just too greedy, and they want everything, and they end up with nothing. Because really, no shade, because I think maybe they have one other group, but like, who does BBC have?
They have another group.
I
thought that was just.
I think maybe because I remember thinking about or researching that for like a previous time we talked about this, but I'm not sure if they actually do. But even if they did, like, what do they really have? Like, now you have nothing. Like,
I mean, they still have the other girls.
That's true. Oh, that's true. That's sad. That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They have Sunye.
Oh my god! Not from Wonder Girls. Not former Wonder Girls Sunye. Get my queen out of there. Absolutely not. Girl, we're gonna get you out of there.
That's all they have is Loona and her.
Yikes. Girl, leave, please. Also, shout outs to Andy and Andre for joining the stream. What's up? Also, lastly, I had one more question. Why do you think Chu decided to sign with this newer, smaller agency instead of going for a better, not better, ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that, a bigger maybe well-known agency, especially because, all right, try not to laugh, y'all, but BBC might try to get on their SM a la JYJ and try to their best to do some blocking, some, whispering people's ears, telling them not to mess with Chu, telling them not to F with her.
Didn't they already try that?
Did they?
I feel like when they were trying to, like, phrase it like she was some evil person, that was them trying to do that, but then they failed because nobody believed them.
But do you think they could? They might be powerful enough to be like, "Hey, girls, Chu's not it." I mean, yeah, maybe
they were losing money.
Oh, that's true.
I don't think they have any power. That's why they're like out here just trying to paint her to look bad, but they're failing. So now they're just like, we got to keep the others and make them do this stupid comeback. That's why it's an indefinite. They definitely want to come back.
That's so scary. Oh my god, to like literally be holding these other members hostage because they're like, you're all I got. All right, like remember when it was
probably how they feel
when it first broke and like they were like, okay, I'll that's cute for you, but they're having a comeback in January.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then they were like, yeah, we're just gonna put that on hiatus. It might come back. Yeah, they might still come back. We'll see.
Yeah, it's giving deluded. It's giving delusional. It's just like and it's just so funny because it's like all you had to do is not be greedy, annoying, and greedy, annoying flop, and you could have had Loona still. Like, it's giving mess.
Yeah.
Andy says they just needed to treat the members well and continue giving the fans content, but apparently that's too hard for these companies.
Yeah, I don't get that. It gives me like, I was gonna say IVE.
Oh.
How I feel about IVE and Starship.
Oh, about the whole list thing?
Yeah. It seems very easy to just be like, treat your idols properly.
Like,
if they gain weight, treat them properly. It doesn't matter.
Like,
it's their body. They don't care, obviously, and they're fine the way they are.
Ooh, okay. Lami says True probably wanted more control over the moves she makes. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Which is smart because I feel like that was the whole issue.
It's smart but risky.
That's true.
Too.
That's true.
With a new company.
But she might have confidence in the fact that, like, if she's already pulling deals, she's like, okay, I just need this company essentially just to do all, like, the businessy stuff. I have the pull and, like, I have the work ethic and I have the appeal to get people interested in me. I just need people to, like, be able to, like, write the contracts and give me the lawyers and stuff like that. So maybe that's kind of her rationale. But yeah, Andy says the way they backtracked on that comeback, LOL, because it wasn't happening for you, sis. Like,
it didn't make any sense.
What?
They're like, we already had these teasers printed out. We have to do something. We told these people that we would tweet this out on this date, so we have to do it. Doesn't matter if it's gonna happen or not.
Jessica, welcome to the stream. Jessica says Chu and Zendaya should link. They have the same energy for real.
Dude.
That's a very interesting take.
Yeah, I've never
You know what, but I'll give it to her. Yeah, start linking, I'm seeing it for her. She's gonna become the next face of I don't know, Dolce & Gabbana. Luxury brand deals are like all the rage apparently now, and she's just gonna make BBC.
They're just handing out like candy though. She has to get something like different.
That's
like a Target deal.
Ooh, not the face of Target.
I mean, that would make me happy. I'd be like, you're doing something. That is it. That is a store to go for. Target, I have a card for that. That's the only place I'll get a card for.
They're out here for the everyman. Ooh, okay, these are some interesting comments. Andre says, see, this is what happens when a boycott actually works, because the way they took back that comeback so fast. Leanne says, BBC saw the fans boycotting and they panicked. And a Daisy, what's up, a Daisy? Welcome to the stream. Says that boycott will go down in history. Truly iconic. That's true.
I just don't think, what did they think was going to happen? Like, before all that was happening, it already looked like it wasn't looking good. So when they posted that, it was like that dog in a fire meme where it's like,
This
this
is
is
fine.
fine. Like everything's good. And it's like posting stuff. Like that doesn't make any sense.
I think they relied on this thing that, no offense to K-pop fans, it's kind of true. Where like people will like kind of like prioritize the group staying together and being able to stand and like have content over maybe some of the shadier stuff that are going behind the scenes. And while
Mm.
obviously BBC, you miscalculated how many people give a shit about you because it's zero. Like I do think sometimes, no offense, it sometimes does work. Like sometimes
Yeah.
fans will really be like, you're ruining, you know, I mean, you might be treated bad, but you're ruining the ability for this group to stay together. So we're gonna kind of just keep standing and supporting over here while you do your thing over there. And maybe
Yeah.
they will support, but like it's not if it like encroaches on their ability to stand. So it's a mess. Anyway, BBC jail. Okay.
It makes it look like you put chewing.
Oh, sorry, Chew. Not Chew Gel. That was a BBC gel. Okay. And moving on. So, Jasmine, your faves be running amok, and I just really
Ooh.
don't know, like,
Who's next?
what is going on
That's yours.
on this here today. I've been a Jackson and Jin Young girl from day
Oh
one.
gosh, you are not a Jin Young girl because that is no.
Now you gatekeeping Jin Young.
You didn't even put his story on here, so how dare you?
Jin Young's going to the army.
And I'm very devastated. And it's my birthday month. Why is everybody going on my birthday
and
month?
you did it at
They
my
can
birthday.
do the same thing. Exactly. My birthday dinner.
Oh yeah. That's your birthday dinner. Second
Depression.
beep and beep. I'll say, I don't know Tati, but that was an iconic line from that young lady. Okay, she'll go down.
It was a mess. The whole entire thing was a mess. Dramageddon.
Okay, so what is it? Agases, come here because we need to talk. Or Bambases? What is Bam individual fandom? Because I don't want to bring it like Yu-Gi-Oh. Bambases, come here because you need to get your man. No, but this is actually
kind of cute. Bambase.
Bambases.
Oh, Bambase.
Great Bambases. All right. So, as some of y'all know, this is actually a really peculiar story because the actual event that's being criticized happened actually quite a while ago, but I think because it's been slowly gaining steam, it kind of came to a head this week. All right. So, first, for some context. So BamBam has a show on YouTube called BamJib, or like BamBam's house or whatever, where he, you know, it's a YouTube channel. He invites like idols, other online content creators and things like that, and they just basically drink and eat and talk. We had mentioned this a while ago because this was the show where he admitted that he used to have a one-sided crush on Nayeon, and that was kind of like a hot topic. So unfortunately, you know, his show and him are back in the news, but for very bad reasons. So, on the February 23rd episode, which would have been the 6th episode of his show, BamJib, he had on the YouTuber Poonja. So at one point, him and this YouTuber start talking about ideal types, and he mentions that he's been a fan of Taeyeon from SSD since like 2010, but recently he's been really into two other idols, that being Winter from aespa and Haerin from NEWJEANS. Now keep in mind, Winter, I think she's 22, but Haerin is an infant. She's 16. So now before saying this, you know, mentioning that these are his two faves, he does urge for people watching to not misunderstand, saying that he's just their fan. And the YouTuber he had on Punja, you know, she's kind of like, okay, why are you being so like weird and hesitant? Like nobody will misunderstand. But BamBam mentions that people are really hard on idols these days. So he kind of, you know, talks more about it. He says like listening to their songs is like very healing for him. And he also mentions that he seems to have like an affinity for girls with bob hairstyles. So later on, they decide they do like an ideal World Cup, and so for people who don't know what that is, it's basically where you choose who's like your ideal type. It's like a ranking tournament style. So you'll have 2 idols or 2 actors, whatever, and say which one's your favorite until you get to like the top 2. Yeah, pretty straightforward. So he's like kind of quizzing Punja, bringing people that she's mentioned in like, you know, passing or whatever that she may liked. But when it's time to get to him, at one point he's asked to choose between Nayeon and Haerin. And so, like we mentioned before, he said he had a crush on Nayeon, you know, for like a while ago. But he ends up choosing Haerin, saying, "I'll choose Haerin, but she is too young now, so dot 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 dot." And so when he starts being again more hesitant, the guest like is kind of like, "Is your boss here? Like, why are you acting like that?" And he says he's, you know, he's trying to walk with thin ice because it's dangerous. And you know, the guest mentions, well, you know, it's fine to like somebody with a fan's heart, so like them as a fan. And so a lot of people took issue to this because even though he keeps stressing throughout this interview that it's as a fan, it's as a fan, some of the ways that he's kind of wording it is kind of like weird and creepy. Like, it's like, you know, you are the one who kind of, you know, you knew you were talking about ideal types. So to go from talking about ideal types to be like, oh, I'm just saying this as a fan, is kind of like wishy-washy, especially because, you know, he's mentioned people like Taeyeon, who we know like he had like a legitimate like crush on. You know, Nayeon gets mentioned, who he had a legitimate crush on, and he like literally chooses Haerin over Nayeon. So it's kind of really weird. But I will say, to his benefit, he does stress, even when he's talking about winter and stuff like that, that he, you know, finds these people healing, and, you know, he's a fan, blah blah. But yeah, I definitely saw a lot of people online talking how they felt uncomfortable about this. They thought it was creepy. They thought the way he was talking about it was creepy, and they thought that he was just trying to cover his bases by stressing the fan, because even he says, but she is too young now at one point. So this all culminated to, on April 7th, BamBam's agency Abyss company shared a statement in English on Twitter. The statement read, "This is Abyss Company. We are taking legal action against some malicious commenters who wrote and circulated posts and comments based on malicious slander and unfounded, fabricated false facts that harm the image and reputation of our artist BamBam. We are preparing a long legal response process with the assistance of our legal representative based on various evidence obtained through continuous monitoring and reporting on the spread of malicious posts and comments. Malicious posts and abusive language directed at the artist in the name of anonymity are clearly criminal acts. As a result, without any agreement or leniency, the company will seek civil and criminal legal action and will take strict measures to pay a reasonable price for future damage cases. Ooh. Furthermore, as AGUST's reports are of great help, we request active cooperation from these who have information on malicious posts. We will continue to do our best to protect our artists and interests while not condoning the situation caused by malicious posts made anonymously targeting our artists. We hope that these efforts will continue to develop will contribute to the development of a more mature and healthy internet culture. Thank you." And they gave his Gmail account. Anyway, so, you know, it doesn't necessarily 100% say this is what's happening, but I feel like a lot of people made the connection. So before I get into more, I just kind of want to stop here and ask y'all, what do you think about these comments? What do you think about BamBam saying that Haerin's his ideal type, but not really, he's a fan, but she's too young, but, you know.
May I ask, is that supposed to be Nayeon?
I know, I was like, what in the AI generated?
The whole time you were talking, I was like, very like, who is that? It says her name, like, but is it the right Nayeon?
Yeah. But, a mess.
I was like, this is weird. I think I first came across this just this past week, because people were talking about in like the Reddit, what's it called? Kpop thoughts Reddit subreddit. And I remember I was like, wait, what is this? I find it just weird that he's would even pick Haerin after stating that she's young. Like, you would think that to save his tracks or whatever, he would just pick Nayeon. Like, it's just the safe decision. It's a smart decision. Yeah, it didn't make any sense. But I guess at least it shows his true colors, because it's like, okay, that's weird that you picked a 16-year-old, and why it's weird that she's even in this bracket at all. So I'm like, probably should have talked to your, what's it called, the people that set up the show, and been like, don't put people that are below 18 or freshly 18 in this, because it's not a good look at all.
I would say, and I feel like I didn't clarify this, but so the question of NEWJEANS versus Haerin was posed to him by his guest Punja, but it was because he
blocked that out.
Huh?
You don't post that.
I was gonna say,
right? Then you just don't post it.
But the reason she brought it up was because he had mentioned earlier that Winter and, you know, we already know about NEWJEANS Haerin, but he had mentioned earlier that Haerin and Winter were like his not ideal type, but he's a fan or whatever. Very like weird wording.
So the thing with being a fan, it's like so weird. Like, and it sounds like you were saying, like, he said that the music heals me and whatnot, and it's like, cool, but that's a group. How did you settle on this one person in that group? Like, you could have just said NEWJEANS. I love NEWJEANS. But he said a specifically underage member. So that's very weird to me. Weird.
Yeah, I don't understand it. And it almost seems like he's like playing in our faces by like mentioning her, but then being like, don't misunderstand.
Yeah.
But also she's too young, but also like it's very strange. It's strange behavior. I'm gonna jump into chat real quick. Tiffany says jail, MLAOJK, but also if he knew that fans are harder on idols now, why would he still name Haerin as his ideal type while also knowing her age?
Like, why state all the reasons why not to pick her and then pick her? That's like, what?
A lot of people in chat are giving BamBam a bombastic side eye. Daisy says, like, I don't get how you saw the disaster coming and dived head first. Side eye, bombastic side eye. Honestly, truly. Andre says, I mean, I'm sure we'll all find it a little creepy to say anyone from NEWJEANS is someone's ideal type since you're little children. At least he said she's too young and acknowledged it. But it was, I don't know, because, I'll get into this next. But I see what you're saying, but it's just kind of weird because I think it's my explanation is missing a little bit context, because before Punja quizzed him on like who his ideal type was, he was naming people that legitimately she found attractive, like Park Seo-joon, Park Seo-joon, the actor, and then like I don't really know the context of this. I think there was kind of like a joke that she has like a will they won't they with what is his name? Jo Se-ho, the comedian or stuff like that. But it was like people that she was like would find attractive. So I feel like it's just kind of like, you know, maybe you can say, oh, why were you naming like whatever? But it's weird to be like, I'm listing people you legit like are attracted to, but list people that you just are just fans for me, and also throw in somebody that I said I had a crush on before. You know, it's kind of weird. But yeah. Tiffany also says, like, I get it, you can like an idol as a fan with pure intentions, but naming an underage idol as your ideal type, knowing they are underage, is weird, especially when he says she's still young. Yeah. And it was like one point where he's like, I'm getting older and like it's healing, which I guess it's like you like
what
when you're getting
older.
He
just say healing a lot? He said the music is healing.
Go to the hospital if you need some healing. What's going on? Okay. No, it was, I don't know. I think it's just very weird because he knew, it's like he kind of acknowledged he was treading like maybe like shallow waters, but he was trying to also kiki about it. So it's just like, okay. Camille said, I thought it was being creepy. Leanne said, maybe I could have given him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I could have given him the benefit of the doubt if he just of
Of
him just
him.
wording things awkwardly, and that's a huge maybe. But the agency says they're going to sue. It is a big yikes, and the fact that he knew this would happen but said all of this anyway is very weird. She also says exactly, Jazz. He could have just said the group's name instead of the specific member.
That would have saved so much time.
Exactly.
Like all the thoughts that people are just throwing around that he's into young people.
Tiffany says, knowing that NewJeans or really any group have underage members will likely make people feel a bit more uncomfortable and protective when speaking about their ideal types. Andre says, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. LOL. I'm side-eyeing him too. And Lamy says, dumb move overall, and he's fluent enough in English. He had to know foreign fans don't play. That they were gonna gather them together. Yeah, I don't know how.
I mean, he does know. He said it. He's like, idol. All these idols are having a hard time recently, so I don't know if I should pick this person, but I'm still gonna pick this person and make it a hard time for myself. Like what?
Yeah, it wasn't the
he
best
knows.
And so I think a lot of this also is like maybe like a lot of fans don't want to just like rub this off as like poor wording or like he wasn't trying to be creepy and stuff like that. And I noticed that this whole situation has brought up a lot of people highlighting instances where younger, especially female idols, have been preyed on or just really creepy things have happened. And I think a lot of people are remembering a lot of younger idol or female idols recounting instances where like creepy older senior like male idols, like I don't want to senior male idols maybe kind of like try to be up on their business and stuff like that. A lot of people were like, you know, we are just very protective of that now that we know, and maybe we're all older and we can kind of pinpoint that as creepier, like in hopes to protect some of these younger idols from very uncomfortable situation. And Camille, great minds think alike, because one of the major things that have been kind of circulating, people have been talking about, is a kind of iconic moment in Sistar history. If you don't know, y'all better get on it. Maybe I won't play this, but where the members
Oh, it says you're muted. They're saying you're muted. So we're missing her whole thesis. Can you hear me?
can hear you. Jazz, you set me up. No, just kidding. Can you all hear me now?
Ow.
um but yeah, so basically I was saying this clip that's being shown right here is a kind of iconic
생활을 또 해야
clip in
되니까
the history of Sistar, where they're on this Show 360, and they ask Sohei from Produce 101 to IOI, who is a rookie idol at the time, what is like advice you have for her. And they basically said, watch out for men. When you're a rookie, the senior artists don't leave you alone. The senior artists aren't always good people. It's best you just stay home. And I'm pretty sure it was either Bora or Soyu who said like just don't even leave your house until you're 22 or whatever. And so at the time I feel like a lot of people like Kiki laughed at it, and or people are like, yes girls, let them know. But then like on retrospect, people are like, that's really creepy to know that there's like these, you know, it's giving like seniors chasing around the freshmen or whatever, but there's like these senior idols that will specifically go for you because you're like rookies and stuff like that. So I feel like with this whole BamBam thing, that like kind of was like, people are like, you know, we want to laugh it off, but also knowing stuff like this is kind of weird. But in addition to that, I forget what page I was on. Okay. In addition to that, there was a really great comment in the I think it was in the Kpop thoughts thread, where somebody kind of went through and kind of named instances of like just really creepy things when it came to like male idols like creeping on female idols. Where did I put it? So this is C the C in UDP on Reddit, and they mentioned that SES's Eugene was taken on a date in her debut days when she was 16 by a popular senior male idol who had debuted when she was a child, aka this person debuted in the 80s when SES debuted in 1997. Obviously people know the infamous story of YG, like YG Hyunsuk from like YG Entertainment, like basically finding his wife when she was really, really young and like literally ruining the trajectory of her group just so he could marry her or whatever. I didn't know about this, but somebody they also mentioned Taiji, is it Taiji or Taiji? At 28 met his future wife when she was 15 and waited for her to be 19. This one not a lot of people talk about, but funny, I'm so surprised I did not remember this when we talked about Star Golden Bell, but there was a story that Taeyeon from SNSD told on Star Golden Bell about like this creepy like senior. I don't know if he was a senior singer or he was just like a senior gagman like idol or whatever, but he was just basically like really trying to date her, and like he would like call her and ask for like her number and things like that, and it was really creepy. And like at one point she was like, when she like stopped answering him, he was basically like, if she like hangs up on her, she shouldn't hang up on her calls if she wants a career, basically being like, you have to like interact with me if you want to make it and stuff like that. So just like a lot of so I didn't know about this one. Jaya from Brown Eyed Girls was talking about how older male colleagues, so she was a judge, or I think a mentor on Produce 101, and she had older male colleagues asking her if the girls of Produce 101 had boyfriends and if they were like single. So it's like, when you hear this stuff, it's hard to just like see this and just be like, okay, whatever, when you know this kind of stuff is going around. Obviously it's not unique to the K-pop idol world, you know, it happens in a lot of entertainment industries, but I don't know. What do you think? Do you think BamBam should be jailed? He should be on our jail, but do you think people are in the right to drag him for this, or do you think people are taking it over the top?
Because I feel like he knew what he like, that this would have consequences. I think he knew there would be consequences, and yet he did this anyway. So it's like he knew what he did, and he did it anyway, and you know, he dug himself a grave. So that's on him. So sorry.
That's true. I mean, I feel like if people are saying you are like a convict, like you did this, that, and the third, it's one thing. But if people are just analyzing how they're uncomfortable and they felt that clip was creepy, what are you really suing for?
Yeah. Unless there are people like that are saying way too much things that, like, I guess, like, threatening him and all that. I can understand that, but I don't know. I don't know anybody who's been doing that. So, I haven't seen any instances.
Yeah. For the most part, I've just been seeing people showing the clip and be like, this is creepy and weird. Leave NEWJEANS alone. Yeah, really weird. Ooh, wait, Andy said I have avoided those baby monster videos because he's in them. Oh, YG. I was like, who's he? What's going on?
Just imagine BamBam just sitting there like, all right, who's the next Haerin? Let's think about what the heck.
Leave him alone.
BamBam, get out of here,
please. All you ancient, not ancient because he's younger than me, but just 10 years, Mama, that's a 10-year age, and please go away. But yeah, not Mango saying we are missing her whole
Yeah, that's what I was like. That's hilarious.
Oh, I'm so bad. That was a new scene I set up, so I forgot to add my mic input. Andre says, yeah, I think singing is a bit much, but if they're saying it's creepy and weird, then I think it's fine. Yeah. Overall, I don't think he's actually gonna be put in jail, but y'all just need to be careful with how y'all. I don't know. Y'all are creepy. Don't be creepy, man.
Just stop being weird.
All right. So moving on to the last topic of the day. Mnet, Mnet. You thought you were slick. You thought nobody would notice, but people clocked you. So Mnet this week had to essentially apologize, but it was kind of like a nothing apology, and you'll see what I mean. Because apparently they didn't learn anything from when they rig produced 101. Surprise! So for some background, this man right here, his name is An Ju-young. And so he served as a producer for the hit Mnet season or series, Produce 101, when it had its kind of like big run of its course, seasons 1 through 4. But as many of you know, that show ended when it was revealed that there had been vote manipulation. I don't think there's anyone who might not know what Produce 101 is, but if I were to tell it, I would say it literally was like the thing that started the whole survival show craze in K-pop. They invite on 100 trainees and they do different assessments and things like that, and they end up making, I think the first group was 11 people, but I think it's varied in terms of size. The final group, there were 4 seasons. They would switch every season: boy group, girl group, boy group, girl group. But like I mentioned, it came to an end when it was revealed, and I really low-key want to kind of go back and watch season 4, because apparently the girls are saying that the group that was formed in season 4 was so egregiously, like, it was so egregiously obvious that it was rigged.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did you watch?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No.
I kind of want to, because
I didn't even watch. I think I only watched the second season.
Oh, the one with the 101.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But apparently that one was just extremely egregious. But yeah. So to be, for more context, An Junyoung, he was in 2020. He was sentenced to 2 years in prison, and a 36 million won fine for manipulating viewers' votes in all 4 seasons of Produce 101 and receiving money from entertainment agency representatives to, in theory, manipulate these votes, possibly. He admitted to most of the charges, including vote manipulation, but had apparently stated that he did not do it out of personal greed, but due to the pressure about the program's success and ratings. So, Mr. Junyoung, why did you accept the coin? Anyway, and he was released.
Wait, but like also, when having the people that people actually voted for debut make people want to watch the show.
I think here's the key, and I have this as like a discussion question, but here's the key. I think the more we get removed from the actual rigization, I do think people still feel for the people who are obviously like rigged out, but I've seen a lot of people like unashamedly say that even though it was rigged, they wouldn't have those groups any other way. So like they're like, I've seen a lot of people.
Well, they say that now.
Yeah, but I think, does that mean maybe they were onto something where, I don't know, because I guess some of these people are literally professional, like they know what people will like. So even if they're voting for one person, they're like, we need this person for X, Y, and Z reasons. Like I know, like I think people say like Taewon. I think people are, it's silly when people say that Taewon got rigged in, because I don't think she did. But like Jo Yuri and things like that.
That was Yoonjin. I thought what was her name? Yoonjin? I thought she got rigged in.
She didn't make the group. From
No, was it Yoonjin? So close. Yoonjin from IVE.
Oh, Yoonjin? No, she was always popular. I think maybe placement was a bit suspicious because she had been falling like throughout leading up to like the final vote or whatever. But I think like there were some things that like place wise, but like I definitely think like I think like the 2 major ones where people were confused why Khan and Choan didn't get in. But like I don't know. It's very interesting because I just see people being like, maybe they ate with that rigging. like even with X1, I've seen people be like, you know what? I know they rigged it, but gosh darn, was that quite a lineup and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are like, maybe they know what they're doing, like that kind of thing, where it's like, oh well, maybe there'd be certain members that needed to be in for like, vocal reasons or like dance reasons and stuff like that.
Oh, let me say, I'm so sorry, but Haewon, or whatever her name was, served what purpose?
From IZ*ONE? Don't do my favorite. She
No.
was kind.
She did it to herself. Like, how are you gonna take out Kalun and then put in Haewon or keep in Haewon?
Yeah, I was gonna say she was popular. I don't know.
Who cares?
Joe Yuri. Joe Yuri? Is it Yo Yuri? No, yeah, Joe Yuri. I think she was one of the ones people said that were rigged in, but she could also sing, so it was kind of like
makes sense.
You were like, only good singers can get rigged in. Bad singers, get out.
Take out the people that don't actually add things to the group. Starting with Haewon.
The Haewon's angels are they're gonna come for you. I don't think they're not out here.
Name one part in any IZ*ONE song that you are like,
she
wow,
was
Haewon,
out here.
You ate.
And
you did that. You did that. You saved this song.
Listen, when she sang that Boom Boya and she wasn't giving up, that's when we know she had the perseverance.
Because she couldn't. She's on stage.
Don't do. But yeah, so essentially I'm just gonna rush through the stories because I see a lot of people have comments. But yeah, so he was released from prison, and then on April 3rd, Mnet confirmed that he had rejoined the company, resigning last year. But then a bit later, on April 5th, they apologized for his reemployment and they released a press release. Now I'm not gonna read the press release because it says a whole lot of nothing, but what I found really strange about it was that like they're apologizing and saying they'll do better in the future, but nowhere did they say they're going to fire him and or freeze his rehiring, which I think is really weird. They're like, y'all caught us, yeah, we're flops anyway, hey girls, watch Boys Planet. Like
that's why I didn't read anything about this. As soon as I saw like they were just like, yeah. Sorry about that. Anyway, so yeah, Boys Planet, vote. And yeah. Watch our music shows.
I was gagged. Like I was just like, they really don't care about y'all. And I'm about to scold y'all, so let's put a pin in that. But I do want to start with my first because I'm about to drag y'all. I'm about to drag me too. It's not serious, y'all, but so first question, do you think, or why do you think they like rehired him and seemingly aren't going to fire him?
I feel like he knows something.
Ooh.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe he knows something and they're like, just go to jail. You're gonna be the scapegoat. But we will hire you when you come back. You will have a job. You're only going to go for 2 years. But if they find out what we really have going on, it's going to be more than that. So just take the 2 years, come back, we'll hire you, everything's fine. We will take all the blows for rehiring you and then move on.
That's wild.
Conspiracy.
That just makes me want to ask, would you go to jail if you knew you had a job? Because I did see a lot of that in like Reddit where people are like, oh, he was the scapegoat, he went to jail, he got to be the face of this scandal. Because that was one of the real weird things where it was like, it seemed like him, and then there was another guy who was like, I think another producer who seemed to be like the face of like the manipulation. I'm like, this had to go through multiple people. Let's not pretend it was one person pulling the strings. But I did see a lot of that, but people are like, because he took the fall, they were like, we got a cushy job for you, we got you, just go to jail for this, be the face of this. Us, like, you being sent to jail is like going to be representative of us cleaning out all the dirt and like, coming out squeaky clean, and then we'll rehire you, which is just, gosh, a mess. I'm gonna jump into chat real quick. Andre says, I saw that too when it came out that Choan and Khan were rigged out, where people were saying it's sad, but we love the group effort, which is so mean. But
Does that say that they're smart, or if like I feel like would they not say the same thing if other people were rigged out?
sorry, could you repeat that? I actually just got my
Like
headphones.
I'm wondering, like, would they say the same thing if other people were rigged out?
I mean, I
Because
didn't.
like you, just because they don't care for this, does that mean that they have the foolproof plan or whatever? Like that they know who should have been in it?
I
You
mean,
never know if like the actual group that actually got voted in, like they maybe they would have liked that too.
that's true. I mean, I definitely think people are biased because I think like some people there's like this whole like, well, at least my faves got in, so let me just like,
Yeah.
because I remember a lot of people really there's this really intense fight online that I saw where people were like, yeah, like X1 having to disband because of this was such a shame because even though they got rigged, it was a rigged group. Like it like took away a lot of people's chances to like go famous. I think one of the guys that was supposed to be in it is now in Voice Planner or something like that. And so somebody was like, yeah, but literally it deprived like a bunch of people of their chance. And it's like, well, that sucks, but who cares? Like, not who cares, but like that sucks. But I still wanted to see that group like as it was because it seemed interesting or whatever. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Jessica says, I feel like maybe they did have some insider instinct because Kepler is allegedly the first unrigged group and they have flopped.
Well,
Listen,
well.
Keplites won't come for me. Jessica said, I'm not holding back. Like, I don't know what you thought.
I mean, is that a group thing or is it a music thing?
I liked Wada
Cool.
Wada.
Yeah, and you're one of the few. So, I'm kidding, but not really.
How dare! Keplites can flop. We don't deserve to be treated this way.
This is the one that's like the zoom, 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 and the zoom, zoom, zoom,
Mm-hmm.
z, 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 but it says,
I love
yeah,
that
that.
song. What
What
da What da
What
I love that song. But
It's not a bad song.
interesting. That's such an interesting point, Jessica. I don't know how long they're gonna be a group. I still think they have a chance to kind of but yeah, I would say out of like the produced groups, they definitely aren't doing very great. Like they're not doing very well. Which is interesting. But maybe it's also because oh, sorry.
Continue. It might be the same thing.
Oh, I was gonna say maybe that's because they were also the first survival show post the rigging scandal, so a lot of people were hesitant to watch.
That's what I was gonna say.
Jessica also says, I feel like it must be chemistry related because Samuel getting rigged out of 101 will never make sense to me. Maybe.
Rigged out of 17. Yeah, rigged out of. They're just like, let's continue the trend.
Not rigged out of 17.
I'm kidding.
Rigged out of One Punch.
Oh my gosh, no! I forgot about that. Aw, poor Samuel. He's probably out of it.
That's unfortunate. A lot of people are agreeing that they feel like it was because he was the scapegoat, so they, promised him a cushy job when he returned, which I feel like that's true. Not rada. Tiffany says we can't deny that Kepler is flopping though, which makes me feel bad, especially for you, Jane. Yeah, I mean, is it true to say that they're doing better than CLC did? Because I feel like they at least they move albums, right? Even if they're like digitally not doing so well, like digital single wise. I don't know. You have to. But Jordy is agreeing that Kepler's problem is their music. Yeah, I feel like you kind of have to have like a concrete vision of what you want to do, which is so funny because I feel like back in the day, a lot of people were like, we hate these project produced 101 groups because they're taking all the attention from like actual stable groups and stuff like that. Like they would win these rookie awards and stuff like that. But now it's just like they can't even, well, at least Kepler can't it seems like they can't get even like the unit and stuff like that. All those groups I feel like that formed from those post cheating 101.
Well, the unit didn't have like the viewership. I feel like the unit happened when
did girls play it though? Did girls play it?
I don't know. I think it felt like it had more viewers than the unit. The unit just felt like it was during a time of just like people not really caring about things.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like the same time as Mix 9, and then nobody was watching Mix 9, so I don't even know. So it's just like not a lot of viewership for competition shows.
Tiffany says, I mean, I guess, but they still are almost the same spot as CLC. Dang.
But CLC had Black Dress. And for that, they also have No. And then for that, they're just better. I'm sorry.
Andre says, I mean, if I'm being for real, I still think that Kepler was rigged, because how do you have more Korean members and call yourself? They really need to just stop playing in these foreign member spaces. I heard that the girls, and you guys can tell me if this is true, but they did like something similar with Boys Planet recently, where they did that sneaky thing where they'll like show like midweek vote rankings, and they'll just show like where two people are. So what happens is that like people like, you know, like because I feel like they did it where it will be like in the middle or something of like a ranking, I mean like voting week, and then they'll randomly just show this is the lineup, but they'll like, it will be like question mark, and they'll just like show like places like 5 and 6, and then everyone else is a question mark. So that actually like will end up hurting those people who were shown, because people will be like, okay, they're safe, let me go vote for my other phase and push people down. But apparently the two members they showed were foreign members, and so people are thinking that it was a ploy to get those foreign members pushed down. I feel like they did that same crap in like IOI, when IOI was doing Produce and all, which is like, y'all, why are we here? They ain't never changed. They ain't never changed. No.
That also seems like, what is that supposed to do?
This showing the members? I think it's they're trying to be like, we're giving you a sneak peek, but I do think it's like a subtle way to manipulate the votes, to be like, to have people subconsciously be like, okay, these people are safe, let me vote for other people. Yeah. And then in turn,
I feel like that's the only reason you would do that. Like a sneak peek of what? Like, I don't need a sneak peek. Just show me the results at the end. Keep me in suspense. I don't need to know who's like already like in the top or whatever.
Yeah,
that's just weird.
That's true. Jessica says Storm was on TikTok live recently saying CLC hasn't disbanded though, so maybe
Ooh.
I didn't know that. Oh, I guess they all just left.
They should also go to Mod House.
Oh, Mod House is
They'll also join Artemis. All of them.
Jordy says, do you think Korea is just over these type of shows or a little bored? I am. I think it would be the mixture of just being like having fatigue of these shows, but then also just the whole rigging thing. I feel like left a sour taste in my mouth, but maybe not for everyone.
Yeah, that did, and then I'm just tired of it.
Yeah, that's so true. Because people just become so toxic too. Like that's another reason why. Like they're like, your favorite stinky, ugly, dumb, and then as soon as the like, you know, final thing is made, they're like, kumbaya, my lord.
Like, wow, she's like the best. So didn't you say she was ugly?
Exactly.
2 seconds.
Y'all are so toxic.
So okay, now she's in the group and she's beautiful. Like, duh.
Andy says, is Boys Planet the show with ads like save your favorite boy from extinction? That's what I see on TikTok. Like it's just people like promoting, be like, if he leaves, then this group, you know, will be cursed for 7 years. It's just like, I don't even know who that is.
Very dramatic.
People are very dramatic. The last two things I kind of want to say is, okay, so we know that they tried to hire him back, and we know that, you know, there's like some popularity and attention between Boys Planet, Girls Planet, etc. So do you think this news that they attempted to hire him back will kind of result in another hit in people's like faith in Mnet? And do you think, even if it's not from An Toon Young, there's still rigging that happens in Mnet survival shows even after this man getting arrested? Like, do you think there was some rigging in Girls Planet? Do you think that there will eventually be some rigging in Boys Planet?
There's probably rigging, but they probably changed up how they do it.
Yeah.
Also, like, is he going to work on these types of shows, or is he just rejoining the company?
So it was really iffy when I was reading. Somebody said that he was going to eventually be in the business division, so he wasn't direct, but I don't know, because it just seems like everything is so vague and like whatever. Even when they admitted that like he was a part of the agency and had signed the previous year, they didn't like really give suspicious or specifics of what he was doing, where he was working, or anything. Like, and again, I don't even know if it was like when they announced this, it was like in the middle of negotiation, if they planned to fire him, or they were just like, yeah, we acknowledge that we let his ass back in. That's weird. Anyway.
Wow, thank you for telling us. We did not notice. Anyway, he'll be starting on April 26th. Be prepared.
Oh gosh. All right, so I guess we'll keep an eye out on there, but I don't know. It just kind of seems shady if they tried to hit, get him back. It just seems like they really haven't learned his lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait a second. Reporting live, it's Jazz with a shoe minute.
I noticed. It's been 2 weeks. You've had 2 weeks. 2. Don't we all?
Her first shoe minute.
Excuses.
We'll just leave this picture up, just switch it up. I picked a cute picture though.
Yeah,
I didn't do anything for
I thought you were gonna leave on.
I was, but I was like,
why would I need that in front of my face? Anyway, I'm kidding.
I was like, girl, I don't have it.
Shumin, he has a song coming out actually, so he's not jobless this week. Also, the EXO thing happened this week, and so he's really not jobless. But so he's gonna do a song with Eunha from Vivi's. It's called Who, and it's releasing tomorrow. So there's like a little snippet of the song that came out for it, and it sounds like it's just a little cute little duet. I'll be looking forward to that. And then also, I think the only other thing that I have for him is that nobody wants to dance Obsession with this poor man. He's been trying to get EXO to dance Obsession, and they're like, it's so hard. And so, like, he's out here, like, because he missed it. He didn't get to do Obsession. He loves Obsession so much that when he came back from the army, he learned it, and he danced it during his, like, little party Showtime thing that he did for his comeback. And yet they refuse. They refuse. And they literally said it's just because it's a hard dance. They don't
it doesn't look that hard, so that's kind of weird.
He's making it look easy because he's that talented. But also, I don't know. I guess they just hate Obsession.
I'll be honest, I forget what it sounds like. Wait, let me see.
I want you, I want you, I want you,
I think that like
that
music video gave me like, I don't know. I was like,
what does the chorus sound like?
I don't know. I really don't.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I just remember the beginning. Oh no.
I want to say she got.
So because Shumin wasn't there.
Going crazy. It's not that, is it?
No, that's Monster.
Well, I tried, y'all. Here's my EXO stand
it's like basically the same concept. So when he says like he loves Obsession, I'm like, you basically did it already. Obsession's just like a kind of amped up monster.
Yeah. Well, I really wanted to push that unemployed button, but unfortunately, he did send me the check.
You're gonna be doing it for Kyungsoo. All right.
I will never do that for that king. He did send the spousal support check, so he's in the clear.
Oh, really?
But he is bald. All right, y'all.
How dare you keep this picture up? I just realized.
Oh my god, I forgot how good he looked. I shocked myself. So
Kyung second, not even good. You know what? Soiled. No.
Okay, we actually can't play it for that long because last time Susan gathered us.
Good. I paid her. I told her, get
I knew
this.
it. Who started you
Cancel it. Stop it now.
Unfortunately, I will not say he's unemployed. I will say I didn't do my due diligence and actually looked up what he was doing. But unfortunately, I do have to put this on him because I didn't look at it. I'm so sorry, Kim Soo. I just, and the kids and the spousal support check, I had to go catch that. So, and
I will say he did sing Obsession for
did.
Jimin when he was dancing, so he did something.
Yeah, I was gonna put that, but I was like, I don't know if that's kind of stealing your thing. But you know what? You're right. It's not.
Oh, he's a bot. How is there no employed?
Because they only have the one.
Or hired.
You're hired. You're hired. Your resume passed the next round. That's like one stamp. Your resume passed the next round. But I will take the time to go into chat and read some past comments that I missed. Andre says, I mean, I may try peak time. Midnight Theories did a great breakdown of the show, and it's actually a fair show. Have you seen this? It's like the new thing with 43 judges. Time. Yeah.
And then I've also seen people compare. I think one team did the same song that a group did in Boys Planet. So they like compared them.
Ooh, who was better?
I didn't watch.
Oh.
I saw that they did it. And then I was like, I'll save this for later, and I never went
back. You're like, later next year. All right, so
I think it was a Monster X song though.
Oh. He was employed, all right, guys. He sent the spousal support. And moving on. All right, so for our next segment, chart watch. I just wanted to highlight some chart cool things that happened on the chart this week. So first off, Miss Billy, who rose to prominence, I believe it was last year with Ginga Minga Yo. They got their first win on Show Champion this week. So that's them on the stage giving their little encore stage speech. Here are the groups they beat out. And yeah, I just thought that was really, really cool. It's always nice to see first wins, especially with groups that might not be from the big four. Sorry, I always get weirded out when I say that. Yes, I love the love in the chat. We love Billy. And also, speaking of, smaller non-big three groups, we also have to give a shout out to 50/50. Yes, that's the iconic song that you heard in the Kyung's second intro. So I don't think we got a chance to talk about this. But last week they landed at number 100 on the Billboard Hot 100. And this is actually funny because they now hold the record for the fastest K-pop group to chart on the Billboard Hot 100 post-debut. So previously it was NEWJEANS with Ditto. They did it in 6 months, I believe. And so now they debuted, this group, 50/50, debuted in November. So they were actually able to beat that time. And this week they actually rose to the charts. They're now at they rose 6 spots. So they're now at number 94. So with that, they technically also, I guess, got another record in that they now are, let me make sure I read this right. They're the fastest group to chart multiple weeks on the K-pop, on the Billboard Hot 100, which I'm like, that's a very tongue twister of a record, but we'll take it. It's cool to see like a group just kind of come out of left field and take everything by storm. So shout out to them, and I hope they continue to rise. Also, I realized I never rechecked where Ditto and Oh My God are on the charts. I feel like they should have kept rising in theory. But yeah, so shout out to them. Also, I forgot to put this in the doc, Jazz, but shout outs to Jimin, who's currently number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. I was shocked. I was very, very shocked. But yes, Jimin, who recently came back, or not came back, but debuted as a soloist, made history by literally debuting at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, making him the first solo Korean act to do so in history. Okay, his wig is looking put together in there. Good for him. Now I know the girls will have things to say, but I'll say this is really awesome. I think that's really cool for him. Very interesting, I think, to kind of see the dynamics of the different BTS members and the kind of chart success they get when they go solo. But I won't be too messy today. I'll just say shout outs to Jimin. Stop, Andy! Huh?
NEWJEANS isn't on the top 100 anymore.
Did they drop? Wow, that's crazy.
At least they're not coming up.
Oh my god. Not Ditto or OMG?
Nope.
Interesting.
Which I didn't hear about that.
Oh, happy birthday to Jonghyun.
Oh yeah, I just saw Key's post.
Oh, happy birthday. I will say Andy, I also do like crazy. I think this song sounds really good. It's probably one of my favorite BTS solo releases. I don't want the G Ministry to come for me, so I'm not gonna read the other comments.
Wait, what?
You see the one that Andy wrote under the one where Andre's like, they're killing me.
Wait. Oh. I mean,
listen, as the deaconess,
I didn't want to like.
Stop.
I think when you sent me, I'm just saying, when you sent me that, I was like, okay.
Listen,
because BTS has been #1 before, but
don't.
I want to like.
No, I'm an army.
This is still good. This is very good. It's still a great feat. It's just hopefully, he'll stay in top 100 after this. It'd be great. No,
Army, please. I really want to keep the stand card. All right, I really do.
Because then it will show that like he really is very popular. Because you already know there's people side eyeing.
Boombastic.
It's not. It's not me. I won't say it's me. But there are some people that probably are side eyeing, and
I do.
It's
like
a good song.
I like this song, and I like it at #1. I really think it's a good song. Good job, Jimin. I'm gonna move on before we get dragged.
So let's keep talking about it. Anyway, so let's begin. I'm kidding.
Oh, guys, please, y'all, please don't spread my social security number on the dark web. All right, I'm just trying to live.
It's already there, so I'm gonna have to do that. Don't worry, guys. I got you.
All right, guys. So next up, we are going into the new music, and we're reviewing these songs that came out this week. So the first one we want to start with today. Oh my god, what the heck is happening? Did I skip something? Oh, I kind of skipped that. Oh, that's fine.
The comebacks.
What?
Oh, you said, did you skip something? I was wondering if you were talking about the comebacks.
Did you want to mention them? I was too lazy to make a thing.
I mean, it's just that I think they're coming back Monday.
Oh, that's true. Ive's coming back Monday, y'all. Ive's Miss
I heard
Eve.
like the snippet of it.
I didn't get to listen to that yet. I wanted to save it. I'm like, I want to just listen to the album.
Not even.
How dare you?
That long of a.
Oh.
No, I mean it's not that long. Of a day. Wow. It's not that long of a snippet.
Glowing hydration.
Boost. I will say at least Liz was in it, so I was like, okay.
Okay. They're like, let's give her some lines.
And somebody like made a joke and was like, what if this is the only line that she has? And I was like,
don't play in Liz's face.
Please don't do that.
It's crazy because I was like listening to their songs like just like on repeat, and I was like, Liz really. Now don't come for me if I send for you. She really let them have a cheerleader vocals effect in 11. Because the way that her being the central vocal in that song made them seem like a stronger singing group is just a madness. And that's no shade because, listen, like, they're really talented. Like, I do think that they can hold a note, and I still think vocally they really have, like, synergy or whatever. Yeah. But really a lot of the stuff that I realized was just her, like, her vocal color. This girl sounds like Taeyeon. Like,
I think her and what's her name? I think is it Yujin or Yoonjin? I get them confused from Le Sserafim and
Yujin from On.
It's Yujin. Okay. Yeah, she also. I like her voice too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's really good too. Don't get me wrong. She also is really, really good. But yeah, she just like it's both of them together, I would say. But yeah, it's just like, whoa, let that girl sing. What are y'all doing?
Yeah.
That's my style. Anyway, so yes, Andre, that is a good point. This song Zero by NewJeans is technically a CF song. They have a partnership with Coca-Cola Zero, so they came out of nowhere. Now, I did have a theory that the girl that they adore was getting a little shook when they saw that the girls were ready for IVE to come claim the throne. So they're like, we gotta throw a wrench. They saw how people were reacting to Kitsch, okay? And they're like, we can't let them get all the attention. So they were like, quick, Coca-Cola, drop. Okay, yeah, I'll be messy. I'm just kidding. But yes, we have this CF song. And I want to know what you guys think about it. Jazz, I'll let you go first.
I wrote down my notes. I just said that I won't be hard on it because it's basically just an ad. But I don't like the chorus. And the rest of the song is all right. But the chorus is annoying but catchy, and honestly just feels kind of lazy, and it feels more like a jingle than something that should be in a fully fleshed out song. But it's an ad, so I wasn't really expecting much.
Yeah,
like I think I would like that one, the chorus, if it was just that. Oh, like if they didn't do another any other part of the song, if I wasn't supposed to be like, yeah, this is a song I can listen to, like I would probably be like, okay, this makes sense. It's a little jingle. Like it's just that. But they're like, just place a jingle inside of a song.
Yeah.
And it sounded weird.
It was funny, people being like, they went from talking about a boy they find cute to like just being like, Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just like so weird.
Yeah, it was really, really weird. Oh, also, I saw a lot of people say that the Coca-Cola Mashita is like a older Korean, like eeny, meeny, miny, mo type of thing.
Yeah, like the red light, green light. Is that what it is?
That's what I thought the reference was from. But apparently, I was looking on TikTok. A lot of people, it's like the like Coca-Cola Mashita. Da, da, da. It's like the equivalent, be like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Like it's an old kind of throwback, like that people would do on like the playground and stuff, like when you were a kid, which I thought was very clever. I thought that was really cool, knowing the context. I will say, I like the song. Don't. I will say for you. I don't know.
You're just brainwashed.
I am. That's true.
Same thing with Kish.
How dare you?
So sorry.
Listen, I'm a feminist.
When you like that girl group, you're like, I gotta like all this.
I will say,
Kish isn't a bad song though.
The core, it's very. First of all, the song's like 3 nanoseconds, so there's not even much to like. But
is it?
It's very short.
It felt long.
It doesn't even have a bridge.
Maybe that chorus just like really just
because it hypnotized.
It drained me.
They're like Coca-Cola.
What the heck is going on?
Oh, I looked creepy when I.
Next thing I knew, I was drinking 10 Coca-Colas all at once. I was like, what the heck?
But I like the like how like. First of all, y'all need to get off of that Powerpuff Girls beat. You know, like the when it's like like at the end. I mean, in the background, like when it's like, but it's like it's in that Pink Panther song too. That girls are liars. It's like
which song? I mean, not which song? Which sound?
It's like the beat where it's like. I think it's like a Jersey beat thing. Like we're like in the background.
You would think that I would know what this is. But wait, what?
It's like you'll see it, like it's in the cold.
Maybe it's just like it's in my blood to just not even notice it. Like, once you're from Jersey, you're just like, that's just a sound. That's just how it is. That's how the world sounds to us.
It's not. I just think I'm just like, please give Bubbles, Blossom, Buttercup, and Mojo Jojo their residuals, because y'all keep using the heck. I keep hearing that in so many songs. But I definitely think like the chorus, like, yeah, I got a little brainwashed, okay? Like, I'll admit it, but I do like how it's just like so kind of like kind of empty, like kind of just like eerie, but then like it's like boom, like it's like Coca-Cola Mashita, boom, like there's like this really weird like boom part, and I'm like, ah! And I also think the dance is cute. They're so adorable. And then like it's just catchy. I do think the here see you looking catchy. Here's your cola. That part kind of sucks. But then also the chorus sucks because like it's like kind of like sucks. But the part where it's like literally butter chocolate in my ears. Oh, it's Bon Apple teeth. I was like, Ooh, especially in the second voice or chorus, I think it's Honey that sings it, and she's like something 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 egg yo like it from the get. What a cute line. That's a cute ass line. I don't care. Y'all can say I'm brainwashed, but yeah. Other than that, I will say though, I think the fact that they use their whole like this was very much like a Coca-Cola ad, but it was like NEWJEANSified, where they use their weird like everything has a deeper meaning, we're gonna do weird things and stuff like that. I feel like that kind of cheapened their whole like brand, kind of, because it's like you're doing all this to sell Coca-Cola. Like it's cool when you do all that like cool like, oh, this means this and this is a reference and there's a story and a through line, when it's actually for your actual songs. But the fact that you're using it to just promote Coca-Cola kind of is like, well, save that effort for like when you're actually having a comeback. Like, I don't know, it was kind of weird. Now y'all hating on Kitsch. Kitsch's Christ. That's fine. Oh wait, no, you guys said if I had to pick, I like
Kitsch is better.
Oh. Okay. Leanne says Kitsch is better, which I agree.
I agree too.
Oh, okay.
Kitsch is actually like an actual song.
Yeah. Esther says I'm obsessed with UK Garage. I think that's what it is. It's like a UK Garage sound where they do the Powerpuff Girls intro. I'll have to show you it because you'll see it when you hear it. You'll see it. When
I hear it, I'll see it.
when you hear it, you'll smell it. All right, and when you see it, you'll believe it, and you'll be it. All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Deep.
So overall, this song's bad. Anyway, just kidding. Imagine. I'm like, in conclusion, I'm never listening to this trash again. I'm gagged. How is Kitsch? I feel like y'all aren't seeing Kitsch the way it's supposed to be seen. That's why people aren't appreciating it.
I mean, Kitsch isn't a bad song. It's just, it's great. It's a pre-release.
But it's a great pre-release. It's basically the Ditto. How dare you? How dare you?
I like Ditto, so it's like, no. I think Ditto's better than OMG, so.
Weren't you the one who was like, Ditto needs to get off the charts this instant?
Me?
Yeah, you were like, it's been number one for too long.
Oh yeah, that. Number one just doesn't make any sense. How is it possible that it's number one for that freaking long?
It's kitschy. All right. Instead of our usual rank voting, we're just gonna compare all the songs at the end and vote for our favorite songs.
I'll give this song a 3.
I give this song a.
I just picked a number that was low.
All right, y'all. We're moving on. Royalty came back. Oops. Apink came back with D&D. I believe it is their 10th mini album, Self, I believe. And this is their title track, D&D. Now, I do want to start by saying, what does D&D stand for? Because I don't know. I didn't.
Let me tell you. So I put this in my notes that I thought they were, like, it kept sounding like they were saying, just me and Tina. And I didn't know what, I was like, who the heck is Tina? Who is that? Who is Tina? And then I was like, what is D&D? I was like, that's, if it's not Dungeons and Dragons, what the heck is that? So then I just kind of like, I left it with that. I was hoping that I could come here and just have somebody explain to me, what is D&D?
I really do not know. I thought it was Do Not Disturb, and I was like, that doesn't really fit with the song. So I don't know.
Oh, Do Not Disturb.
But it's like that wouldn't really fit because it's kind of like about just like living your best life and like going for like, you know, living life to the fullest. That's what I thought.
Don't disturb me.
Do not disturb
when I'm living my life to the for the fullest, you know, just like move to the side.
Maybe. I'll say I really, really liked this song. I thought it was very cute. I love like songs that have that very much positive messaging where it's just like live your life, do what you want. There's a line where it's like live like you're 22, which I don't know if that was a shout out to Taylor Swift, but I like the sentiment either way. Like I think that's a really cute thing because it kind of did make me think like I was very carefree when I was 22. Like even though like I was stressed with college and stuff like that, I definitely think I took things a lot more lightly than I do now. So it's kind of like, I don't know, I just really, really like that kind of messaging because I feel like, especially as you get older, it's really easy to just like think about work and think about all the serious things and get frustrated and feel like you never really have time for yourself, or you can't live to just enjoy like the little things and stuff. So I really liked it. Also, it had like this really interesting like R&B-ish, poppy-ish like vibe that was just really catchy to me. So
I thought it just kind of sounded like their older songs without them wearing the dresses.
Yeah, like a more
just,
mature version of their older songs.
Yeah, I just thought it was cute.
Jumping in the chat, Andre says, A-Pink doesn't have a bad song, so automatically tens are good. Leanne says, I really like D&D, but I will say it's not my favorite A-Pink track. That's fair.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Is still I love that song.
I was gonna say, what a 180, because I feel like you did not care for A-Pink prior to that.
Oh, yeah, no. Like, they were very much, I thought all their songs sounded the same. So. And then that song came out. And then it made me realize that I liked their song before that. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, it was also like a more like mature song.
Cry? Is that something with crying? I'll cry from you or something. Whatever that song was. But I like that too. But was just so good. Like, just everything. That album was also very good.
You understand. Okay, Pink Panda. Andre says, kind of caught off guard a little with them going back to a brighter concept after Dilemma, and now I'm even. But I feel like this is a brighter concept, but I think it's a lot more mature. Like, I definitely think it falls in suit with like their older, stuff prior to like their kind of more mature change. But I still think it's still like a very mature, like, I don't want to say age appropriate, because what does that even mean? But like very mature sound. So it's kind of like a melding of the two, which I appreciate. But Andy says, I definitely prefer D&D over Dilemma. Interesting. I mean,
I think I like Dilemma more, but I also don't remember how Dilemma goes.
It kept popping up when I would try to because I was trying to play D&D on like repeat so I can like fully get it, and it would just randomly go that song. Yeah. I was like, stop. But yeah, I think I like D&D because again, that message is just I feel like that just is really like a pick me up, like hearing like a song like this. I really do enjoy it. All right, moving on to the last song, we have AGUST D, also known as Sugar, came back with a song called Saga, or People, featuring none other than the chart monster herself, IU. So this is a pre-release, I believe, for an upcoming album. He's giving soft boy, he's giving light, he's giving fluffy, he's giving, he's in his element. But what did we think of the actual song? Did I accidentally delete your comments?
How dare you?
LOL.
I don't remember. I had a whole entire line that I put there that I was not going to try and remember. So,
I did the deleting.
Would you give it a 9? Is that why you put a 9 there?
Oh, I don't even know what that is for.
I just put that it's a very chill song. It kind of sounded like coffee shop music, so I was like, I don't really care for this song, so let me look at the lyrics.
Oh.
So maybe that'll make me like it more, because it kind of just sounded like every other song that you would hear in a coffee shop. And I was like, the lyrics are definitely nicer. I think that's what makes this song better. And there was like one line that I really liked that was forever something like a sandcastle, it comes crumbling down at the calmest of waves. And I like that line because it was like very, very true, because it shows that like, forever is fragile. So I thought that was a nice line, and I just think it's a song for the lyrics, not so much, and like the vibe. It's like you have the vibe of like sitting in a coffee shop, and then you have the lyrics to add on to it.
What do you think about the fact that IU was featured?
I never really listened to IU, so I don't really.
You were like, get her out of here.
Like, I don't know. She was just kind of there. She added the coffee shop.
Not kind of there. I mean, that's fair.
She wasn't. I don't know. She didn't like add or take away. I don't know. She didn't do anything like that. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Her voice was nice.
I thought it was interesting. I didn't get a chance to actually read through the lyrics, which I regret because I am such a like one of the things Suga like really quickly became my favorite BTS member when I got into BTS is because I feel like I'd always liked his lyrics the best. So I kind of feel like I'm failing him right now. But I did like it. I did like IU's part. I was like trying to like peep what she was saying again because I didn't get a chance to get the lyrics, and it kind of just seemed like, you know, a bunch of stuff. But I did think her voice sounded really, really good. But it was a very chill song. I think that was like, you know, the takeaway, similar to you, that it was a very chill song, very listenable, cute chorus, very short. But again, I guess it's a pre-release. But
oh, he had like a random part at the end when he was like, "I wrote this song during COVID and blah blah." I was like, "Sir, what the heck?"
Wait, what? You were just like, "Excuse me, y'all.
Like, sit down."
So
he's sitting in a chair, like, "Yeah, so like during COVID, I wrote this song," and I was like, you know, I was just feeling, I was in my feels, and I wrote it, and blah blah. I was like, okay, thank you for the explanation that nobody didn't even ask for.
I'm taking like, your Min Yoongi stand card. Give me it. Gimme.
No, he needs to hear that from me.
He said, "Shut the hell up, Yoongi." I would have appreciated it. No, was that in the music video or in the?
Yeah, it was in the music video. Okay. It was at the end.
I didn't see that. It was like, hey, so. Oh, I'm gonna fake smoking, but I don't want anyone.
Honestly, it felt like that.
Dylan, brow.
When I was doing this, I was feeling a little moody. Dylan's brows. They really hate this man.
They really do. I was like,
like he just exists to be awkward, and then y'all are just like, "It's disgusting. He gives me ick."
They're like, "You thought." Daisy says, "I was tricked into listening to this because there's an Afrobeat song with this name when I asked her to play it. This play people, well, not Sugar holding you hostage, musically." Oh my god. Leanne says, "I'm so sorry, you're a queen, but I didn't really care for this." And Andre says, "I didn't listen, so I'm staying out of it." I mean, it definitely is like one of those songs that I feel like if you like this sound, then you'll like it. But if you don't really care for this sound, then it's like not anything like unique musically. I think sonically, I didn't find anything unique. But I do have to go back and read lyrics. But yeah. All right, guys. So it's time for that time where we vote what was the song of the week. So I will create this poll.
Kidding.
Let's see. Wait. This one only have two options. Let's see. A Pink, D&D, New Jeans, 0. What was the ad of the week? What? Wait, okay. Oh, wait, no. Okay, wait, you can only do 2 things in a poll?
I feel like you can do more. I've seen like, but maybe you need his app.
What app?
Because Ludwig, I've seen him do more than 2 things.
Wow.
But I'm like wondering if it's maybe that thing that he has. What is it? Like the mogul?
Oh.
Whatever that. The plugin.
Yeah. Dang, I need to get that. Alright, we're gonna leave Sugar out because y'all seen you don't like that song. So.
Wait. Oh. Wait, actually, no.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't try to.
How about we do 2 votes? So we do 1 out of 2.
A bracket.
And then you, yeah.
I feel like Sugar's gonna. Okay, we'll do it. We'll start with New Jeans and Sugar.
I feel like that's a good way to go. Those 2. They seem the most polarizing.
Oh wait, Esther says you love Unisa. Okay, yeah, maybe I was too quick to say that. All right, guys, time to vote. Andre says, "I'm finding that I may just like the vocal line of BTS more than the rap line, even though I didn't listen to Jin solo." I think I've always been biased more towards the rap line, but I think also it's just the type of music, and if it's slower, I tend to, I don't want to say have a bias against it, but like I just tend to like, you know, there's other types of music that I like more. I think, ooh, 50-50, interesting.
So we were saying that 50-50 won. All right. I guess.
Oh,
I
wait,
mean, they are
wait.
on the Billboard Hot 1.
Imagine.
Oh.
Okay, NewJeans is pulling ahead. Y'all said that we like Coca-Cola. I don't know about y'all, but Coca-Cola's where it's at. So, period.
I'm gonna have to log into my other account.
Stop! None of y'all call your uncles like you did last time. Your uncles and aunties to vote. I peeped that. Don't play. Gecko, love you, Gecko. What a good song.
Ooh.
I believe I wrote it.
Wait, what song? Oh, is that how it goes?
Coca-Cola masita. Coca-Cola
Wow.
masita. See you looking catchy. Here's your cola. I mean, there were still parts of Zia I like. Stop making me read Shade on accident.
I'm the
Whereas
opposite.
the other song, I like the chorus. I thought IU's chorus was really, really good. And again, I do think Suga's flow was good. I just need to read the lyrics. All right, I think
I just hate that chorus so much that I'm just like, even a boring chorus will beat that.
All right, so I think NewJeans won that one. So we're gonna switch it to the final heat, song of the week. NewJeans, oops, 0 versus A Pink. D&D. Did we talk about Juicy's? Oh, Juicy.
Juicy.
I feel like Jazz,
Juicy.
you can talk about it, but I didn't listen to it in depth. So I feel
What
like
song?
Jisoo Flower.
I haven't listened to it since I listened to it that one time. But I will say that
You
one part when she does that, I was like,
fake
hey,
Stan,
get it. I've watched her do that dance move
She's
so
really
many
not.
different times. It's just so, like, that is so cool.
Don't let her play.
And then she has little flowers in her hands usually. Ugh.
Don't let her
So I've only heard that part.
Wait, you only heard the chorus? Or that's not even the chorus, it's the pre-chorus, right? Or is the chorus?
I've heard that the most.
Oh,
I've heard the whole song before, but I like that part.
It is a cool part, but I don't know. Oh yeah, I remember seeing the music video and just thinking, this doesn't look as expensive as they were posting.
Oh yeah,
which was really weird and petty, I guess.
And I knew it was gonna be like that because like we already saw what they've done with the other stuff that they've claimed was expensive. It's just a music video. It's just like it's just there. Yeah. There's just a huge tank in the background. They're just like, that's where the money went. That's where it is. We couldn't CGI that in. We had to pay for that.
Oh my gosh, it seems like people are really positive about Flower. Maybe we should have that song.
Which song?
Flower. Leanne says I liked Flower. Andy said I like everything about Flower except the chorus. It's a bit grating. The bridge is pretty though. Andre says I feel like it's like a matured solo by Jenny. Interesting.
Yeah, I can see that.
Interesting. All right. So based on the poll, it looks like the song of the week is August D People. Is
I was gonna say how?
Oops. D&D. It is the official flop of the week, y'all. So the girls they found it again.
Even though we don't know what D&D is, Dungeons and Dragons, or Do Not Disturb, or Donuts and Dinosaurs. I don't know.
Either way, they ate. No crumbs left. All the other groups disbanded. Just kidding. No, just kidding. So,
oh, Dunkin' and Donuts.
Ooh, we might get sued. I don't want them to be in a financial duress. All right, guys. So it's time for that time where we sit back and talk about anything. You know I'm talking open bar. Twinkle, twinkle.
Ew, oh my gosh, stop.
How I
ew.
What you are.
Ew. Ew.
Jasmine, I told you not to sing that. Anyway.
What?
It's time to talk about anything that wasn't mentioned. Jazz, do you want to kick us off? I'm always like, Jazz, what's up, Jazz? What'd you have for over
I don't
there?
know.
Oh
Nothing.
my god. What did you chat? What did you have? Oops. Una Kim is having a baby. She is a writer, right? Or am
Is
I
that
thinking?
the ice skater?
No.
Wait.
That's Kim. I'm forgetting. I'm blinking. But isn't she like a writer and she wrote a lot of hits? She wrote a lot of
Singer.
eyes hits.
Oh, wait. The one from You, My Baby. Con? Is that her? Her? That one?
I feel
Yeah. Oh my
my...
gosh, it is. From the
Oh, is
art.
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
What the heck?
oh, that's cute.
Even though she was married. Oh my gosh, this is bright.
Oh, she
Wikipedia,
pushed the
calm down.
missionary. Okay, girl. There's the Lord. There's the
Mm-hmm.
Lord. Oh, Coachella is coming up, and I'm looking forward to Blackpink's performance. Wait, Blackpink's gonna be at Coachella? I thought Espo was going
Remember
to Coachella.
their headlining? Espa's at the governor's ball.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my brain is
Wow.
deteriorating.
Like, you're like, they're gonna be
What
there?
the heck? Oh, is that why Evan's going?
He's going?
Yeah, I know. Where was our invite, Evan?
There. Also, I'd rather just go to the governor's
Yeah, I was
ball.
gonna say I'd buy Coachella if I'm being honest. Oh my god, y'all!
Too much.
I'm sure we covered this too, and I'm like, Blackpink's
Yeah.
going to Coachella.
Who's Blackpink? And what's Coachella?
Kakao got raided for stock manipulation. Oh,
Well, SM.
perhaps EC Man had a point when he was trying to.
Did he though? Did he have a point? I feel like the point was not anything to do with that.
He knew.
I feel like he was just like, the point is me.
He foresaw.
My share.
Oh, okay. She was also in the arc. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I think both the girls in Con were in that group.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Dang, that's so sad, but beautiful. I'm glad she's happy.
It was just sad because they had they covered Despacito or something.
Ooh.
And it had like a lot of views.
The arc or Con?
Con. And I was like, oh man, maybe they were gonna get like some love, but I guess they didn't.
I mean, that's not funny.
You know, their song was so good.
The arc.
I love that song.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's really good. Blackpink is doing carpool karaoke on James Corden during his last show. Do you think he's gonna sing? He's gonna sing "Sour Candy."
Probably. He'll probably be screaming it out.
You think he's
I
gonna
think he
sing
can sing all of the songs. They're all in English, the choruses, basically.
Do you think he's gonna sing Boombaya? He'll get between them and do the
in the car? How would that work?
It's his last show. He's gotta go out with a bang, Jasmine.
He's going through the windows. One window to the other. As they're moving.
You know, respect if he does that. Respect. Honestly. Show Leanne says several K-pop idols got cast in the upcoming Dream High the musical. Is it me or I forget what the plot of Dream High was?
I remember Dream High because I love Dream High. That was the first K-drama that I ever watched.
The first one or the second one?
First.
Oh. Yeah, that was that.
And it was like, I remember I didn't know who JYP was. I was like, who is this old man? And why is he... Like, I was like, oh, he can dance. Look at him. I was like, look at that. He's doing stuff. The janitor or whatever he was.
Oh, yeah.
Like, good for him. I didn't know all the people were, like, in JYP. I didn't know that was what the whole case was.
Oh, yeah.
But I remember, like, what's his name? Was his name Kim Soo-hyun?
Oh, yeah. So cute.
I loved him. Like, he got me through that show. I was like, I'm watching for this man's... Just him. But I remember he got like tinnitus or something in his ear, and his ears were like ringing. No. And
that's scary.
Like, wasn't it about him? Like, he like joins a school, he's like poor.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then Susie, she's like she like joins with a girl, and the girl makes it instead of Susie, and Susie's like thinks she's like the head girl and like she doesn't make it, and so she feels some type of way and she tries to get back and she gets into school somehow. I forgot how. And then they sing "Dream High," I can fly.
And IU was
I
like
love that
chubby,
song.
and Wooyoung was like, I don't care.
Oh yeah, that even like I didn't know who IU was. Like I didn't know anybody in that show. And then I'm like, I look back and I'm like, oh, this all makes sense now.
That was a pretty stacked cast in retrospect. And I think the second one had like Chorin,
and Jin Young and BamBam. JB.
Oh, okay. I was like, huh, not Park Jae-bum.
Oh no. No. I think we all would remember that.
Leanne says, including Astro's Jinjin, meaning he's no longer in the company dungeon.
Aw, that's good, I guess.
That's interesting, though.
I'm just
trying to think plot-wise. Was it that iconic that it can be turned into a musical? I mean, I know it had a lot
I think so. I mean, they sang.
What was just?
They could just build it upon, like... It was about singing, wasn't it? So they...
I love
that show, though. I should rewatch it. Probably gonna be corny.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm probably gonna be like, why was I watching this? And how did I get through it?
That's like a phenomenon online with Boys Over Flowers. Like people being like, that thing ain't
I could
like
look at
trash, but we love it anyway.
You could read the book and tell. Watch the show, the cartoon version. It's all the same.
Andre says one of the groups on peak time left because one of the members spent time with a Japanese AV actress. Huh?
What does that mean?
Like a adult film.
No. But I mean, like,
like they went to Six Flags. What do you mean?
But also, they all left. So because this one guy, I'm like, what?
He went to several flags and they said, no more. No more.
Only 6. You've already gotten your 6.
Oh, that's
you need to sit down.
Okay. Peak Time announces team. What is this? 23 o'clock? Hold on. Let me bring it up.
Also, what is Peak Time about? Is it groups? Is it like Queendom?
I didn't know it was groups. Honestly, this is surprising me. I thought it was individuals.
That's not.
Let's see.
Look at that. Oh my gosh, Wikipedia is so bright.
Okay, so it seems they stepped down from the JTBC survival show. Recently, member Karam, is currently competing on Peak Time as a member of Team 23 O'Clock, was involved in controversy after his alleged past photos surfaced online. The photos showed a man to believe Karam hanging out with Japanese adult video actresses. The production team initially responded to the controversy by briefly stating that they're checking into the matter. However, on April 7th, the Peak Time production team released an official statement announcing all 3 members of Team 20.
It makes me feel like they were there too. They're like, oh no, you got caught. We're in the corner of that picture. If they uncrop it, they'll know.
Like, you know too much. Karam, Jae, and Injun will be stepping down from the show. The full statement read, after careful discussion, it was decided that Team 23 O'Clock will never work in this town again. Will no longer participate in the show starting from the upcoming ranking announcement ceremonies. The official statement regarding this issue will be conveyed through the broadcast. Okay, this gives us some context at least. Peak Time is an idol survival show in which teams compete for the chance to become the next worldwide idol group. Unlike other audition programs, its contestants consist entirely of male idols who have already debuted, I can't speak, whether currently active or a part of a disbanded group, and they compete anonymously under temporary group names that correspond. Wait.
I'm into this. Hold on. I
should watch this. So am I. This sounds.
In a minute. 9 episodes. Oh, it's almost done.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Where was I? Isn't Jay Park
I
and
think.
Rain on this show, and I did not watch it? Maybe not Rain.
They got Tiffany. They got Ki Kwang, Jay Park, Kyohyun. Minho was on it for 4 episodes.
Dang, they kind of have everyone.
Moonbyul.
How did I miss this? You're right. Oh, okay. So Song Minho was on it, but he stepped down as a judge, and Moonbyul replaced him. Ooh,
Sungkyu is in this.
And it's hosted by Lee Seung-gi. Okay, so here are all the judges. Super Junior's Kyu-hyun, Song Minho. Let's see, Tiffany from Girls' Generation, Ki Kwang, Sungyu, Jay Park. Wow. Dang. Okay, what? I feel like it's like, maybe it's just me though. It's flying under the radar. I did not know about this show.
I've heard about it. I just never. I was just like, is this just another show of just people performing? I'm not even watching Boys Planet, so
true. I
why bother with this? Off.
Yeah. Ooh, this was an interesting. Wonyoung's older sister is joining Starship's acting label. Did you see this?
Yeah.
Debuting. I'm like, okay, nepotism. You love to see it.
Honestly. Her sister was probably like, so I just lost my job, so can you like kind of give in my headshot? I just took these yesterday at the local Kmart. Can you?
Not Kmart. It was funny though, because they're like her older sister older, and it's like she's 23. I'm like, oh. Youth.
Well.
Leanne says the fact that this 30-year-old man and his teammates who weren't involved had to leave. Yeah, that's really crazy. Like, it's not like he was doing it at their birthday dinner or something.
Yeah.
So...
Maybe he was. Maybe that's how the pictures leaked. The person was just like, at my birthday dinner? Really?
He did at my birthday dinner. You said he got married to who?
Who?
I don't even know.
Oh yeah, he did. He got married to an actress.
Oh, cute. That's cute.
I forgot what her name is.
But Daisy said I tried to watch it. It was long, and I got tired of competition shows. They're not my thing.
That's another thing. They need to shorten these shows. K-dramas too. I'm starting a petition because I can't. An hour?
Yeah.
Plus, and there's no commercials. How are they watching this on TV, and how do they have the time? Because I don't understand.
Yeah.
I barely have enough time to watch a 45-minute show with commercials. To do an hour, like are there no commercials?
Yeah. I think that
time management.
Yeah. How does that even work? But yeah. Didn't he get married to a daughter of that controversial family? I think I remember that. Or I think of something else. I don't know.
Where's his wife? On his Wikipedia. Oh, there we go. Ida.
Sorry, guys. I'm so tired.
Did you hear about that girl? There's like a little girl debuting as the youngest. I think I sent it to you.
Debuting as the youngest what?
Youngest idol. She's like 11.
Yikes.
Yeah, she was on like some show. I don't remember. Some random Africa TV. She's like 11. I think she's gonna be 12, and she's gonna be debuting. And she wasn't even supposed to be in the lineup. They took out another person and then put her in. And I think this happened in December, but I just randomly saw like a video recently.
Seems like they did that on purpose for controversy.
Yeah.
Because they're freaking.
I don't understand.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like it makes any sense.
And I haven't really seen much. I think I saw her, like I went and found her audition because I was confused because I couldn't find her actual performances on the show. Or any performances, really. And she had like her, like she uploaded herself and she's like, guys, thank you for watching. And I was like, what are you doing on this show? And why are you posting this and not expecting people to be like, you're young, stop.
That's weird. What? Because why? And Yeah, I can definitely see that just as a ploy because just all the articles that we'll get being like having the youngest debut idol. Should we go to jail or not? Find out next week on like Dragon Ball Z.
It just sucks though because I think they pulled out another girl that people were like, how did she not? She was in the lineup,
Yikes.
and now she's not there.
GP Basic taught her. But yeah, what a mess. And you know what else is a mess? The fact that you don't have to go home, but you have to get the heck out of here.
No, you can stay, guys. Don't listen to her. Today's different. Boycott.
I have to
join me.
I already told you I got a ring.
Mr. Krabs is in there, standing at the concession, plotting his oppression.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us this evening. Before we go, Jazz, do you have anything you want to tell the people? Besides watch Love is Blind, I guess. Your favorite.
I have not even watched this week's episodes. But there's going to be a live reunion this time. This is the first time they're doing live. I was like, ooh.
Toxic masculinity.
I love it.
From the
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what's her name.
Irina.
Yes. I want to know what she's going to be like. She's gonna be like, I apologize on Instagram. And everybody was just like, mean.
Wait, can we
explain?
Can we improv or act when her and Zach met?
Stop.
Why? The people need to see.
I'm doing him.
Okay. Oh my god, you look like SpongeBob the SquarePants. You look like the pants of SpongeBob SquarePants.
Okay.
You're so creepy. You're so creepy.
I'm just looking at you.
Yeah, just stop. Like, look over me. Look over me because I'm scared. I'm actually scared of you. Are you gonna propose?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes! Oh my god! Of course.
SpongeBob, yes. Cindy.
Mr. Krabs is in there. Mr. Krabs is unfair.
I feel so bad for that man.
Wait. Oh, speaking of Love and Blind, I saw that Baptiste has a baby.
Oh, that poor baby. Wasn't he just on another dating show? How does he have is he married?
He's a menace to society, and I knew that.
I'm in confusion.
I knew that as soon as he stepped in my line of sight. Oh, what a mess!
With who?
I feel so. Wait, it was.
Is it with what's her name? Imagine.
Oh my god, no! Hopefully, her brother's like, I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to be wrong.
Not again.
He said, I don't want to be
wrong. I can only be wrong so many times in my life.
But Baptiste is telling me right.
Bartista.
Yeah, it was. He needs to be. Is anyone keeping up with Vanderpump Rules? I feel like I should watch that.
I don't know who that is.
I think so.
Who is this person?
Vanderpump was on not Desperate Housewives, like Real Housewives of Blanket, right?
That's the problem.
And then they got their own show, The Girls. I think
so.
I need to get in.
That makes sense on why I don't know who these people. Didn't they get in trouble? Aren't they going to jail?
Vanderpump?
Are they the ones? I thought they were the ones who went to jail.
I think that's the Murdoch family, right?
Oh no, okay, Murdoch. That's a whole different thing. They're not even TV famous. They're just rich people going to jail, or it's just one guy going to jail because he's crazy.
I guess I shouldn't blame the whole family. I mean, I heard they're shady too. Speaking of Murdoch, any Succession fans here?
I have to watch the first season again. I didn't watch the second season. I watched the first season, fell off of it, and then I was like, let me rewatch the first season so I can watch the second season. Started watching the first season, did not get through it. And now the fourth season? Yeah, the fourth season is coming out, and I have to rewatch everything.
Me too. I didn't understand it the first time, if I'm being honest.
Honestly, it gives me like what's it called? Breaking Bad feelings. Like when I watched Breaking Bad, I watched it when it first came out, and I remember not knowing or caring what was happening.
And then I rewatched it in college.
Because I think it was because it was like 10 p.m. I was like, I got school tomorrow, Sunday, and then I just couldn't. Did my thing go off?
Oh wait, wow.
Oh. Oh yeah, I just couldn't watch it. But now, like now, that's my favorite show ever. Well, one of them.
Suggestion?
Community is my favorite comedy.
Oh.
But what was I gonna say? I've been watching today. I've been watching Beef.
Oh yeah, I watched the first episode of that. First of all, Steven, stop playing. Stop playing. I'm right here. Just come.
That show, the whole entire thing, I was like, this is so realistic. The anger in the beginning.
All the road rages that I know in my life keep saying that, but I'm like, it couldn't be me.
It is.
I would not
I was
chase
like,
down
whoa. I mean,
that.
him getting out of his parking spot that quick was too much. But like, honking at someone for almost hitting you as they're backing out, I can see. She was also a little bit dramatic when she was leaving.
Oh, and she did the middle finger.
Yeah, I was like, all right, you already honked at him. That's all you got to do, and then you move on. Because maybe he didn't know you were there, but you know that goes with the road rage. So
I don't know. Like I feel like I definitely am like the type to like curse to myself, but I'd never chase somebody down. Like that's insane.
Oh yeah, I'm too scared to do that.
Yeah.
Unless I'm going the same way. I wouldn't like follow you on purpose.
Yeah. It seems dangerous too because you don't know who.
Yeah.
So don't road rage. Leanne says, I'm still loving Taxi Driver 2. Can't believe the final 2 episodes. I need to watch that, but I can't find the place to watch
I did it to my Vicky watch list.
Oh, Vicky, that's
but I think my brain is like too tired from reading subtitles after watching that other show. So now I'm like, I need a break.
Oh, the glory.
Vanderpump. I'm getting Vanderpump.
Oh my god, not Andre exposing me. Jay won the anime club.
True.
I'm such a flop liar.
Because we're supposed to be watching. I don't know.
Don't say Steins Field or whatever that thing is.
I won't say Steins Field, but I will say Steins Gate.
Snooze Gate.
How dare you?
Got him. Funny though, I am watching Vinland Saga, so.
Who the heck is that? That's not Steins Gate.
Yeah, it's better. Got her.
No. I feel like I've heard of this. Isn't this on Netflix?
No.
Well. Yes, it is.
It is. I don't watch it there. I was like,
I thought I saw this on Netflix.
I watch it on Crunchyroll.
Is it on Crunchyroll? Oh yeah, I definitely. This looks like. What's that show?
Aaron Yeager.
Yeah, that thing.
Kind of does because it's like kind of feudal, not feudal era, but like.
Oh, is this like the Vikings?
Yeah.
My coworker randomly was watching this. He was like,
"Okay, taste."
And he's like this. He's like an older guy.
How dare you?
He might be like 50, but like he was like telling me, he was like, I don't really watch shows, or cartoons, but I was watching Vinland Saga, and I was like, that seems like such a random show to
so
just be
cute.
like.
I mean,
let me pick this up.
It is good. It's violent though. Like definitely, if you're one of those the girlies that like fighting, it's for you. But yeah. I thought you were gonna try Pretty Cure season. I do. There's a lot that I have to try. I need to watch Tokyo Mew.
What's that?
Pretty Cure.
Tokyo Mew with Wesley.
Kimi ni Todoke. I think it got a live action. So,
Ooh.
Kimi ni Todoke. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I did see something.
All right, guys. I do have to wrap up because I have to go soon. But thank you guys so much for hanging out.
Ring that bell.
Can't wait to see you next week.
Ring the bells. Ring.
And I will see you next time on The Sleeping.
Wow, you're speeding.
I know, I'm so tired, guys. I'm so sorry. I can't do past 12 today, or the rest of tomorrow's gonna be hell for me. The Sleeping. I know. See ya. What does that thing? Got it. Okay, I don't know.
Got it?
It's like that. Got it? Oh no, I'll tell you later. Bye, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.